Hello, as you can see, I am sat against Foggy's global map. I'm feeling the need to work reclined, so I'm on my beanbag. But I felt the need to record a video about the National Reporting and Learning System, as was. This is something that Sarah Boothby flagged with me a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, Sarah, I've only just got round to looking at it. But I think although the National Reporting Learning Service has now been changed to something else, another range of letters that I can't remember, I think there is still a way to get to the same end result, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So you can see I've typed in NRLS and it will come up with National Patient Safety Incident Report. Now, I've done a YouTube video on this before. This is just the updated version. So the NRLS has now been replaced. So it's now LFPSE. So this is where I went to earlier. Learn from Patient Safety Events Service. I like their letters, don't they? It goes to this new website here. As you can see, the NRLS, which was decommissioned on the 30th of June 2024. Now, the reason I started looking at it is because Sarah said to me that the place that I'd flagged as somewhere to report incidents didn't exist anymore. So that's why I'm looking into it. But it initially looked like somewhere for now, this new rebranded NRLS, the L something or other, was only for healthcare professionals to upload safety events, which sounds great, but if they don't realise that they've caused harm to someone with ME, it's not going to be logged. So we need somewhere to be able to log it as a patient. So I was scrolling through and then I saw this, a multifunctional online service to review and update previously recorded incidents. Now, this is the same wording as the old NRLS. So I thought, oh, I wonder if that is for patients. So I clicked through and learn from patient safety events. See, now this bit, it says, using this service, health and social care staff can. Right, so that bit isn't for us. E-form users. If you were redirected to this website from NRLS GP eForm, so that bit's not for us either. But then here, patient and family and carer reporting of patient safety incidents. Patients, families and carers can report patient safety incidents to the NRLS using the public eForm. Now, this is where I'm not sure. Because further down here, look, it's using the new acronym LFPSE. So that bit has been updated. But this bit, the patient, family and carer reporting, is still using NRLS. So this is the public form that I flagged everyone to, told everybody to go to last year. I think it was last year. It might have even been June this year. I can't remember. But it's fairly semi-recently. And this is where I encouraged everybody to fill in as the closest fit that you can. So, you know, it says here, availability of access to care, diagnosis, treatment, discharge, ongoing or follow-up care or other. So if it's something that doesn't quite fit in any of those categories, write it in the other. Now, I can't mock it up because there are 6 pages to this. But it's a tick box exercise. Please tell us what happened, and then you go through just all the way up to step 7. But my point would be, because they haven't changed the language on this form here, and the NRLS form that I've just shown you is on this website that has been updated, in theory, that means we can still use this public e-form. So I would ask anyone with ME, if you have a safety incident, by that I mean being told to do graded exercise therapy or cognitive behavioural therapy, and you know it's no longer recommended by NICE, use this form. As an ME campaigner, is find the person that's responsible for that website and say, you've updated everything else to the L, the acronym beginning with L, and made it clear that it replaces the NRLS, but you've still got NRLS and a link to this public e-form. Is the public e-form still usable? I personally would say yes, because if it was a broken link, you wouldn't be able to get that form up. This is why I'm saying, if in the next couple of weeks you have a safety incident, please log it on there. Because even if it's wrong, somebody somewhere will have to say, oh, we need to get rid of this because it's out of date. Someone's filling it in. So I'm going to write a letter once I find out who I'm supposed to be writing to say, I'm directing, because there is no form for patients to report harms from non-pharmaceutical treatments, because I've been campaigning for it since October, November 2021, I'm now telling people to send their reports to this link that is still live on your website. If this is incorrect, please tell me where they can now send their reports of a safety incident. You need to have these kinds of conversations, because if they come back and say, oh, we don't collect data on that, then that's another little thing to file away and say, why don't you? Because this is how ME patients are harmed. So there we go. So I hope that's answered questions. Although they've updated the website, it is still exactly the same form. There are no broken links there. That form still works. I did do a hypothetical scenario and I got through to maybe step 3, step 4. So the links still work. But I am going to follow up and just make sure that somebody at the other end is still checking that form, because they need to know that people are using that form because there is a need for it. But yeah, it did initially look like something where patients, families and carers could report safety events, could no longer, but you can. If you scroll down, it's still there. So yeah, I would encourage all of you to use that form and do exactly the steps that I just did. I'm not going to give you the link because they may well change the link in future, but if you Google National Report NRLS, National Reporting Learning System, and do the steps that I've done live on this video, it will take you to the same form. Okay, so log your harms on there as safety events, because they are your safety. Sorry, those events are harming your safety, whether they realise that that's what they're doing or not. It's not like you've fallen, I think these safety thingies are supposed to be things like, the cleaner left a bucket of water with bleach in it and you tripped over it and it, the bleach scalded you or something like that kind of safety event, or, tripped down the stairs, or there wasn't health and safety tape. But it doesn't specify that. And if you've been harmed by graded exercise therapy or cognitive behavioural therapy, please, please, please fill in that form. Because at the very least, I'm assuming at step 7 you would have to put your contact details. At the very least, they would message you back and say, oh, you filled in this form, but it's the wrong place. They should do. As a valid organisation, they should do. And if they email back and say, oh, this isn't the appropriate place, ask them. Say, well, I was harmed by a member of staff. Where can I log that? Because when we're logging it with the old CCGs, PALs, etc., etc., it gets dealt with in-house. The data is not collected. So where can this data be collated, please? There you go, everybody. I hope that was clear and not as clear as mud. Catch you later.